Hi, Mr. Patel. My name is Minji, and I'm a student volunteer here at St. Elizabeth. I'm part of a group called SBIRT, Screening, Brief, Intervention, Referral to Treatment, and it's proven to help to improve people's health. And I would like to speak to you today, and I assure you this will not affect your treatment today at all. It's completely confidential, and it will only take a few minutes of your time today. Would you be interested?
Well, if it's only going to take a few minutes, then yeah, let's do it.
Thank you. Before we start, would you like a drink or a blanket to get you comfortable?
No, I'm comfortable.
Okay. So I understand that you've been brought to the ED today, last night to be specific. Could you tell me a little bit about what happened last night that brought you here?
Well, last night I don't remember that much, but I know I was drinking heavily. I had about my usual, which is like half a liter of vodka to a liter, and I probably blacked out. And I think my neighbors were checking in on me, and they must have seen that I was passed out and called EMTs to get me.
I see. Do you normally drink a lot? You said 1 to 1.5 liter?
Yeah, usually when I drink heavily. I've been drinking since I was 15. That's when I had my first drink. Usually in the beginning, like it was like high school and college. It was very social drinking. At the parties and stuff. It's part of the culture. Then after college, started work, drank a little bit heavier, a little bit heavier. But then when I got married and had kids, I sobered up for 15 years. But recently, a couple years ago, I got divorced. I lost my job. So right now I drink heavier than I ever have before. And before it was social, but now when I drink, it's usually alone. And I know I'm suffering from depression.
You've been divorced. Do you still stay in contact with your wife, your children, your family?
With my wife and my kids, yeah, I don't talk to them. I haven't seen them in many years. But I'm originally from California. I settled here on the East Coast after college, got a job and stayed out here. But I'm originally from California, and I have two brothers and a sister who live there. And we're very distant. My mother passed away when I was 19, and my father right now is in the hospital for drinking-related causes. But yeah, we're very distant. My siblings blame a lot of what's going on with my father because of me, because of my state. So.
Okay. Are you currently employed?
I'm currently unemployed. I've been unemployed for about 4 or 5 years, a little bit before I got divorced. I used to be a salesman. I used to be a very social person. Right out of college, and yeah, I continued doing that, and they laid me off 4 or 5 years ago. Now I'm unemployed, live on welfare, just have an apartment.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and some of these questions might be very pertinent to your visit here today, and the troubles that you've been going through, and others might not relate to you at all. So I'm going to start with the questions. Have you used tobacco in the past year?
Yeah, I smoke cigarettes.
Okay. In the past 3 months, how often have you had more than 4 drinks in a day? Would you say daily, weekly, monthly, once or twice, or never?
Between daily and weekly.
Okay. In the past 3 months, how often have you used narcotic pain meds, sedatives, amphetamine, without a doctor's prescription?
Never.
Okay. In the past 3 months, have you used marijuana, cocaine, heroin, or other drugs?
Never.
Are there substances that you've had a problem with in your lifetime, but you have not used in the past 3 months?
Now it's just been alcohol.
And you've admitted that there is a history of alcohol on your mother's side?
Yeah, it's just been there's definitely been a history on my mother's side.
Okay. These next few questions is just going to focus on alcohol. In the past 3 months, you said you usually drink somewhere between daily and weekly. Of those days, how many did you drink 5 or more drinks in one sitting?
In the past 3 months?
Yes.
I mean, whenever I drink, it's definitely over 5 drinks. So all of those. How many days in the past 3 months? I'd say about 50 days.
Okay. In the past 3 months, how often has drinking led to social, legal, financial, or health problems?
I'd say weekly. You know, being unemployed, there isn't that much money to go around. But in between paying for rent and food and cigarettes and then alcohol, definitely run into some financial problems.
In the past 3 months, how often have you failed to do what was normally expected of you because of drinking?
I don't think that much is expected of me now. I don't really have that many obligations. So I'd say once or twice past couple months.
So it's interesting you mentioned that. Have you ever thought about cutting down these days?
The thing is, I have a lot of physical problems. My sight's deteriorating. I've gained a few pounds and become more obese over the past few years. And I suffer from psoriasis, which is a horrible skin disease. So my appearance, I feel like that's one of my priorities right now. I know I drink a lot. I know it's cost me. But at the same time, the idea of escape that I get from it, I'll hold on to that. I enjoy that aspect of drinking. So I'd like to fix these other physical problems first before. I don't think I can just stop drinking. I think I have to cut down gradually.
Well, let's say that you're in a case right now where you're not thinking about those other health problems. There's a great difference between a motivation to stop or cut down versus your confidence of cutting down and stopping. On a scale from 0 to 10, 0 being not at all, 10 being 100%, where would you rate yourself in terms of readiness to change?
I think I'm an 8.
8. And on a scale from 0 to 10, how ready are you? How confident are you of that change?
Like a 3.
Okay. We do this, we fill out a sheet, and it asks you your positive reasons for change. You said you rate yourself as an 8. Could you share with me a few other reasons? You said 1 was to see your kids again. Could you share with me other positive reasons of change?
There's a financial motivation, but I think more importantly, the general detriment that drinking is doing to my health. I think it's going to cost me in the long run my life. So that's certainly a reason to change. But like I said before, I have other physical issues that I'd like to deal with. I think take precedence over my drinking. But my primary motivation is to see my children again one day. To be, at least somewhat of an appearance so I can see them. So.
I see. In order to help you reach those changes, could you tell me a few tangible strategies for change?
I wouldn't mind picking up soccer again. Definitely for an exercise. That's a good channel, I think, to getting back into some kind of exercise routine. I'd like to play again. But I think I battle a lot between being apathetic and just not caring at all, and caring for my kids, and keeping them as a primary focus, I think is very important, because they are the motivation for me to get better. Also, hanging out with my friends, my neighbors, just kind of getting me out of the apartment. Like you asked earlier, what do I do usually? And I said, I sit in the apartment. And that's, I think, what leads to drinking, because it's so easy, it's so accessible. So I think if I'm out and about, if I can engage myself with other things, that's definitely a viable strategy to change. That's really it.
I think that's a great strategy. It'll help you regain your self-esteem. It'll help you reconnect with people that you've lost connection with. And I think they will be a very positive reinforcement in your reasons and your ways of changing. Before I end this conversation with you today, would you like a follow-up 3 months from now, where I call you up to ask you about how things are going, if things have changed since our last conversation? Would you be interested?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Great. Can I have your phone number?
Yeah, it's 401
Mm-hmm.
512
Mm-hmm.
2648.
Okay. And an email that I could contact you through.
It's patelr
Okay.
at gmail.
gmail.com. Okay. Could you sign this? Thank you. And also, I wrote down a few change statements, your positive reasons for change, and your tangible strategies for change. Just as a commitment to yourself, would you like to sign this? If you feel more comfortable, you can initial this.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Will you be going up to CCAP today?
I think I'm looking into detox here.
I see. Also, aside from detox, are you in contact with a primary care physician regarding your skin condition, obesity?
Yeah, I do have a primary care physician.
Okay, that's good to hear. I hope everything goes well with you here at St. Elizabeth. Thank you very much for a great conversation.
Thank you.